Okay, let's rock, let's roll, let's get on our way. Welcome to yet another wonderful evening here. It is currently 10 past 7 Stockholm time here in Sweden. And you know what? I think it's time to continue our game from the other day where we converted our glorious empire of IKEA, which sadly collapsed in its last possible moment, and start playing as IKEA in Europa Universalis 4, obviously, for those people that are wondering. Hey, Spec. IKEA, it consists mostly of Norway and Skåne. What the hell's going on with that? Well, mainly because Norrland, Bergslagen, Jämtland, and I believe Skåne itself are all my vassals, so integrating them will not be a problem whatsoever. So we don't have to worry about that at all. Let me quickly go on the camera here. Is that the one? Yes, it is. Good morning, or evening, or afternoon, depending on what time zone you're in. As we're currently celebrating our Steam sale that's currently going on. Go picking up pick up those There's a fly here. Go away. Go perish outside. It's cold. But yeah, that's one thing about Sweden. There's not that many flies. It's like the third one I've seen all year, which is quite good to say the least. Well, however, for those people that wanted to pick up those expansions that they've been clamoring for, well, now would be the time. But today we're going to be playing as a feudal monarchy of IKEA. Let's take a look at the world before we dive into the thick of things. Tomorrow do I stream Magica? Possibly. There currently, the world looks very interesting. It looks like Bavaria was inherited by West Francia, as well as England taking a big chunk of Lotharingia. This also means that we'll have like a weird sort of version of the 100-Year War, possibly. Brittany obviously exists. West Francia obviously exists. Aquitaine and West Francia will have to duke it out for the Kingdom of France. And that is pretty much that. The Umayyads are here in Iberia. They're huge. We'll see how long they'll last. They're an independent nation. We'll see how much cultural friction they'll have. The Muslims are here in the Levant. We have Abyssinia has formed. The Saffarids, Protheras are huge. Tibet is here, Ming is here, Korea obviously, Japan and all that. This is pretty much the, this is pretty much the current state of the world. That's at least that's in retail. We'll have a massive update for Europa Universalis queued up sometime soon. Ooh, I almost slipped out of my mouth there. And yeah, in the meantime, we're gonna go and dive into IKEA and see if we can conquer the world. Now, obviously, we were playing with Sunset Invasion, which means that the North Americas are slightly more stronger than usual, especially with the Inca and the Aztec over here. The Creek, the Cherokee, and all the Native American tribes are here as well. And they'll all be under High American, which is a standard technology cost. So we'll have a fully powered and fully operational Battle America ready to rock and roll. So let's get underway. And let's see where this party will land us. I'm really looking forward towards this today. I've been waiting pretty much all day. I'm quickly going to need to set up my my camera for. There we go. My apologies for that. It's slightly. There we go. So we're going to need to put that in a fairly workable spot. Does this work for you? Yeah, that will have to work for now. So there we go. By the way, we're streaming glorious 1080p for those people that, oh, look at that, it's IKEA. And it's beautiful, to be honest. The game looks staggeringly beautiful these days with all of these territories over here, and especially the fjords. I like the fjords. They're not the bit that I made myself, like the fiddly bits on the coast, and if you don't get that reference right now, then, you know. So people want awards for these, let's put it that way. So, there we go. I want the Art of War ASAP. Love you guys. We love you too, person on the internet. We are still working on the Art of War, and we will talk about Art of War very soon. If you look under the stream right now, there's a big button that says Thursday, October 16th. We will talk about the next batch of features of the Art of War live on stream at 6 p.m. in the evening with more content than you could possibly want, which is going to be very, very important. But if you want to know more, well, there you go. Here's our glorious capital in Stockholm. It's currently 11th of November, 1444. And it's, yeah, there pretty much is. Small land. We're going to take a look here at our vassals. And specifically, we currently don't have a deity set. I don't think we can do that. It's currently broken, but we're in the process of fixing that right now. But we are Norse, which means that we get plus 10% force limits, as well as 10% naval force limit. The tolerance is looking very strong. If we go to technology, for instance, it's 333. Our leader is a 433, which is pretty decent, and our accepted cultures are Norse and Pomeranian, which is very nice. And look at this. It is huge on the income side. But our first initial goal will be to colonize North America as soon as humanly possible. And how do we do this? Well, we will go, and I hope that the ideas transferred properly. They did not. We have standard ideas here, sadly enough, due to the conversion. There is the opportunity, the capability of getting custom ideas, but that only happens if you reform the religion. If I'm sure. But our first goal is to get ourselves some allies, and we're going to go over here to these guys, who are instantly a rival. The Ruhr kids have managed to create this kingdom right next to us, and they are instantly a rival to us. And that's in a recent patch that you couldn't. I'm going to need to sneeze. Excuse me. I did not have to sneeze. Actually, looking at technology, I am Eastern, which means I'm not Western, which is not useful. There comes the sneeze. Hold on. But yeah, we're going to need to swap technology very soon, because we need to westernize as soon as possible. Looking at our technology overview is yeah, that is a wall of books behind me. We need to go take a look at where we can find Western technology, and I think we can find it right around here. There's West Francia right here, Jylland, West Francia. They don't like us very much, and they're Western. So we're going to need to improve relationships with them. And we're also going to need to improve relationships with these guys over here. We can have 4 different... Oh, that's going to be annoying. We're going to need to start integrating some of these territories soon. Will the Crusader Kings 2 converter be updated in the future? Yes, it will be. We'll have a full update for the converter ready for the Art of War. We have our little Danish man who is working on that right now. And it's very exciting to see what he has cooked up for you guys. It's going to be very cool. Okay, let's take a look here. We'll take control of the Baltic. We appear to have only 1 army. Oh, wait, there's 22 here in for Pomeranian as well. So we're going to move those over. But we can't, because obviously we don't have any rights to move in. So we're going to take a look here at our vassals, specifically who they are. So Svifjot is a vassal. Norrland is a vassal, Bergslagen is a vassal, and Ostergotland is a... Oh, that is not good. Okay, so the Christian infidels have called against for a crusade. This could be a very short game. We're going to need to get a decent leader then. And our king is actually a queen, which is not particularly useful. And we need to conquer Lothian. Why would I be able... Oh, because IKEA is over here as well, so... But yeah, the Christians instantly declare war upon us, which is going to be problematic, considering how many Catholics are just floating about here. We're going to need to set some rivals as well, so we will rival Gordionki. We will rival East Francia. And we will rival Aquitaine. It looks like France. It looks like West Francia is instantly set up to turn itself into France, which scares the shit out of me. Look at that! France is huge. What? Did you just export Thursday games from when you stopped? Yes, that's pretty much what happened. It's kind of crazy, really. I played a little bit more yesterday because I wanted to get Carpathia to reform itself properly, as well as maybe create Scandinavia. So I played for another hour or so, but that didn't really come together very well. We're gonna have some serious trouble here. Let's take a look here at our opinion map mode. Yeah, these guys really don't like us at all. So the Russian opinion of IKEA is minus 149 because of rivalry, hostile relations. They have a CB. Speaking of which, do I have any CBs? I do not appear to have any CBs. Then why do you have CBs? What is your CB on? Reconquest CB on IKEA. Interesting. That's probably this territory over here. It's Amnest and Finnish, and we took that on earlier on. Religious-wise, we're going to have some serious problems because our religious unity is pretty low. It's at 44%, so we're going to need to improve that. So we're going to go and send out a couple of missionaries here, and we're going to need to focus on, how much money are we making? 2 ducats a month. So we can make due of getting, oh, this guy's so expensive. Oh, it's probably because he's a +2. Discipline, yes, absolutely. We need more discipline in our troops. Better relationships over time. Thank God that's going to be an important one. So yearly inflation reduction is not nearly as important anymore as it was at launch. At launch, it was a very important feature because you couldn't manually reduce your inflation. In the meantime, we're going to go and park our massive fleet in Holland or Blekinge. And we will go to speed 3. But a crusade has been called upon us. Sudaniyad has declared war upon our new enemy in Scotland. That was to be expected. Scotland has formed now. England has formed. Aquitaine still here. Umayyads are here. Asturias are here. This is going to cause some serious problems. But we need to either reform ourselves quickly. Carpathia, once my provinces. Gotland, Bornholm, Vorpommern, Potsdam, Anhalt, and Blekinge. Yeah, you can go screw yourself. Has the following oh no, Carpathia has the following vassals: Poland, Bohemia, and Nitria. So Poland can actually, Carpathia can actually get Poland very quickly here if they're fast about it. But this could be a very difficult game all from the get-go. Carpathia has declared war on Hungary, Reconquest as their CB. That's probably a good call. So, how do you use the converter? Well, basically what you do is, as soon as you find yourself a part of the game that you like in Crusader Kings 2 and you would like to continue playing on in Europa Universalis 4, you just resign and then hit the export button as soon as all your rulers have scrolled by, and then will automatically export your game to the correct folder. Then you go to EU4, and in the launcher you go to mods, tick the box that says your exported game, and then basically you are ready to rock. And that's pretty much the gist of it. As soon as you arrive in the game, though, it will be a little bit confusing at first because you will look at a black map, which is not very good at all. So just go to the political map mode, and you will instantly see the new world. Also, if you play with Sunset Invasion on before, then pretty much that will cause some impact. Right now, we just need to wait for... we have some potential revolt. There are some Amnia Zealots in Anhalt. I don't think they're going to be much of a problem. Our base revolt risk is fairly low because of our legitimacy, which is really high at 100%. Soon you will be able to buy legitimacy from the Pope, by the way, only if you're Catholic. There's some Lappish Patriots. These guys are going to be difficult, though. So we're going to go and handle these. And we're going to need to spend... I don't want to spend 30 points, though. That is quite a lot. Convert IKEA to Amnius to boost stability. And I could use 145 to boost stability to 1. The problem is the game is designed to stay on at 0 stability at all times. And basically, comet events and lower stability events will kick in if you're at higher stability, which is really annoying from time to time. In the meantime, though, it does look like not even our capital in Stockholm. Where is our capital? I'm really curious now where our capital is. Go to home capital. It's here. In Västergötland. Or Gotland, in this case. No, it is Gotland because of the EU. But yeah, this is gonna... Our capital is not in Stockholm. This could potentially cause some issues. But all of these guys, they like us very much because they're our vassals. So, festivities. It looks like this year is going to be a prosperous year that Bjorn II, as a gesture of goodwill, has decided to celebrate arranging various festivities. Ooh. I've won free stability. I'll have myself some of that, and then we can instantly get divination, which means that we get the stability cost modifier will go up by 5%, but the national revolt risk will go down by 1, which is going to be useful to take care of these Amniist rebels that are on the verge of popping up. And we have a deputed secession. None of ours. Lower Dnipro. Where the hell is Lower Dnipro? Also, Yiland is actually Catholic now. That's curious.